Press the bell icon on YouTube and don't miss another update.
Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. I've got two topics for you today. My topic number one is the Supreme Court hands over Sushant Singh Rajput's case to the Central Bureau of Investigation. They take the case away from Mumbai Police and hand it over to the Central Bureau of Investigation. But my topic for tonight is, why did Supreme Court do that? The reason which Supreme Court has mentioned. That is what we are going to discuss tonight. My second topic today is, the new Congress chief should be a non-Gandhi, says Priyanka Gandhi. Very nice, a good thought. But is it practical? Let's discuss that. Let's get right into the show. Justice Hrishikesh Roy of the Supreme Court handed over the Sushant Singh Rajput case to the Central Bureau of Investigation. So the case was taken from the Mumbai Police and handed over to the Central Bureau of Investigation. Now this was done due to a lot of public outcry. Media, certain media houses saying that Sushant Singh's was not a suicide but it was a murder. People felt that the Mumbai Police was trying to hide the actual culprit. A lot of political activity happened around it. So I am not going to get into the depth of this case, but what I am going to tell you is why exactly Supreme Court took away the case from Mumbai Police and gave it to CBI. And what Supreme Court said is as follows. In the instant case, the petitioner, that is Riya Chakravarti, reposed confidence on Mumbai Police. The records of the case produced before this court does not prima facie suggest any wrongdoing by the Mumbai Police. However, their obstruction to the Bihar police team at Mumbai could have been avoided since it gave rise to suspicion on the bona fide of their inquiry. Now the court very clearly said, with the documents presented in front of the court does not feel prima facie that there was anything wrong that Mumbai Police did. The court didn't feel that Mumbai Police either was trying to hide any culprit or was trying to protect anybody or was trying to, in any form or shape, manipulate this case. This is what the court said. But the court said that, listen, the fact that you blocked Bihar Police from investigating, that brings about a suspicion. That gave birth to the suspicion that there is something that you are hiding. Okay. Now, why did Mumbai Police block Bihar Police? What they did was absolutely wrong. Putting that IPS officer in quarantine and all, I don't know what they were thinking. But that said, overall, if you ask a police officer across the country, an IPS officer, they will tell you that what most of them believed, what Bihar Police did was wrong. This was not in Bihar's jurisdiction. This was in Mumbai's jurisdiction. How could Bihar Police come from Bihar and investigate a Mumbai Police crime, a Mumbai Police case? So that is what prima facie people in Mumbai Police believed. So all the obstructions, whatever they showed, all the possible non-cooperation that they showed to Bihar Police was purely because they felt that, why is Bihar Police here? This is not part of their jurisdiction. That being said, finally the case is with CBI. We, like all others, hope that Sushant Singh Rajput gets justice, and if there is a culprit in this case, that culprit is booked. But I also hope that this case is not used for political reasons. I also hope that this case doesn't turn into an opportunity to win elections or to pull down a government. I hope that from the bottom of my heart. Before I get into my editorial, let me make my stance very clear to you. I believe that Congress should be led by a non-Gandhi. I believe that dynasty is bad as far as democracy is concerned. But this is what I believe. Now, there is something called as practicality. And let us discuss practicality today. You see, while we are all euphoric and we say Gandhi ko nikalo, let's have a new person, let's have no Gandhi in Congress and all, we all say that it all sounds right. But what we need to understand is, number one, the president of Congress party should not only be acceptable by the members of the Congress party, but should be also acceptable by the people of India. The people of India should also accept that person as the president of Congress party, the largest opposition party, whatever they are, the largest opposition party in the country, and possibly the only national party after Bharatiya Janata Party. So the nation has to accept that person as the leader. My question is, do they have a leader like this? That is my question number one. My question number two. You see, leadership is not bestowed. One takes leadership, like the way Narendra Modi took the leadership of Bharatiya Janata Party. Atal Bihari Vajpayee and LK Advani didn't go to his house and say, "Bhaiya, tum leader ban jao, sir. Aap, abhi ke baad leader ban jao. We are becoming Margadarshak committee. You become the leader." No, he took away that leadership from these great leaders. Who is that person in Congress party who today is ready to take away or making effort to take the leadership from the Gandhis? Is anybody doing that campaign? Is anybody going from Kashmir to Kanyakumari saying that, I am the leader, I am the new leader, and I want to be the leader of Congress party? Is there a single person, forget all this, is there a single person who is even saying that I want to be the leader of president of Congress party? Nobody is saying it. In every corridor they say, okay, if I get a chance, I will become. Are get a chance what? You are expecting somebody to come and give it in your hand. So my point number two is, if not Gandhi's, then who? Who is striving to be the president of the Congress party? That is my question number two. My question number three. You see, the biggest thing about a party president, the biggest thing about a party president or a leader is that when a leader comes to address the people in a public gathering, there are at least 10 to 20,000 people gathering in that. Without being paid, without given biryani packets, without getting buses and all, 10 to 20,000 people come to listen to him. You make a Shashi Tharoor the president, for instance, if that is the president we are talking about, let us take a few names. You make a Shashi Tharoor president, take Mr. Shashi Tharoor, put him in Gaya in Bihar, 5 people will not come to watch him. He will not understand what they are telling him, they will not understand what he is telling them. Here we are. Then there are names like Gehlot. Gehlot as a person is good in Rajasthan. In Maharashtra, if he comes to Maharashtra and he is walking around the streets in Maharashtra, I don't think the people here will even know who Gehlot is. So, let alone somebody coming and listening to him, they won't even know who Gehlot is. Rahul Gandhi, he goes to Kashmir, he goes to Punjab, he goes to Haryana, he goes to Gujarat, he goes to Maharashtra, he goes to Kerala. Everybody recognizes him. Mamata Banerjee goes to Punjab, goes to Gujarat, goes to Maharashtra, people recognize her. Lalu Prasad Yadav goes to Gujarat, goes to Maharashtra, goes to Punjab, goes to Haryana, people recognize him. Sharad Pawar goes to Punjab, goes to Gujarat, goes to Maharashtra, goes to Kerala, people recognize him. That is a national leader. Give me one national leader in Congress who enjoys the same privilege, who is popular in entire of this country and people gather to see him. Answer, no. There is no such popular leader. There are leaders who are good in their own area. In fact, I believe, I may be wrong, you can beg to differ with me, but I believe they don't even have mass leaders in Congress anymore. They don't have leaders who can stand and who can gather a crowd, at least in their own territory. Like a Raj Thackeray, for instance, in Maharashtra. Raj Thackeray in Maharashtra, if he goes, he can gather crowd. I don't even think there's a Raj Thackeray kind of leader who can gather crowd in their own territory in Congress. Now, the same thing is with BJP also. BJP is also getting exactly like Congress, except for Narendra Modi and Amit Shah. Nobody wants to listen to anybody else. That is also there, but that is a different day subject. We will talk about it in a different day. So, point number 3, who is the leader who has got a national appeal? Who the nation would want to talk to, nation would want to see. And fourth and the last, you see, Congress needs resurrection. When Congress needs resurrection, or any brand which needs resurrection, that brand cannot experiment. You see, if I have to resurrect a brand which is doing well in the market, then it flopped, consumers stopped buying them, it comes back to the marketing team, and if the marketing team has to resurrect that brand, the marketing team cannot say, एक काम करेंगे, इसका पैकेजिंग चेंज करो, जरा मार्केट में डाल के देखो, देख तो ये चलता है क्या, नहीं चलता है तो फिर और पैकेजिंग चेंज करेंगे. Cannot. You go with a flop product in the market, the next time that would be your RIP, rest in peace. So, when you reintroduce a product in the market, you have to ensure that everything about that product is absolutely researched, absolutely, you are absolutely sure that the product, every aspect of the product is consumer friendly, and the consumer will pick it up. Only then can you reintroduce a product or resurrect a brand. Congress is going through a resurrection. You choose a president just because it is a popular demand, and that president comes and people do not accept that president, RIP to Congress. RIP to Congress. Congress will not revive back. So this is my point of view. While I said in the first, I definitely think like everybody else that, it should not be a dynasty rule. The Gandhi should be out. There should be somebody else. But what I think about Congress is that there is not a single leader who either aspires to be the president, aspires maybe yes, but who has actually done even an iota to deserve the position of the president. Somebody will be bestowed with that position thanks to the Gandhi's benevolence. And you will have a person who is just picked and put in that place of a president thanks to the fact that the Gandhis want him there. I don't know whether that would be what Congress would want, especially when they are looking at a resurrection strategy. You rather have a Gandhi sitting there. This is a practical solution. Till we meet next time. Namaskar.